So we're just going to dive into it. So it is 12:02. Hey, Sky, will you share this in our Facebook group? Wait, is Sky on here?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just go live into the Facebook group so we have the team meeting. House cleaning items. Let's go over that stuff first. I always like to start with the thing that everybody is always dealing about is the COVID-19 update. So I'm going to tie in the COVID-19 update with what's kind of going on with the family reunion. I don't think I have a slide on here for family reunion. Hold on. Let me open up my old slide deck here. Anyways, COVID-19. So it's going down in Orange County. So that's a good thing as far as cases. Still, a lot of people are dying. Restaurants are opening. I don't know why Jeff hasn't been around here. He's really used to working remote nowadays. So Mary's like a staple in our office now. She like comes in like all the time, but I guess other people, they like working remote. They like being online. But anyways, you know, it's okay though, because COVID-19.
I just make house calls, Brett. There we go.
Clearly, because you haven't shown up at my house, but that's okay.
Because you're never there. That's why.
Well, my house is Southern California, is the office.
Yeah.
So,
your kids know who I am.
My kids know who you are?
Absolutely. Just ask. There we go.
Only if you're wearing a red suit. That's the only way that they know. You got the beard going on. Anyways, guys, COVID-19, we are going to start, moving more into a hybrid kind of environment. Oh, wow. We got all kinds of people jumping in now. During, that holiday when things got shut down and got more restrictive, we just felt that it wasn't in good taste, and nor did we feel it was safe to encourage people to kind of come in. Safety is the number one issue, but you're going to see that we're going to start moving more towards a hybrid kind of thing. I think, I don't know, by a raise of hands, who's all over just talking and meeting virtual? Anyone? Just me? Okay. Nancy, Jeff, you're lying, but that's okay. But yeah, we're going to start doing that. And I want to talk a little bit about the Keller Williams family reunion. So let's kind of go over to Keller Williams family reunion. That's coming up on the 15th, 16th, and 17th, I believe is what it is. So right here. It's a great experience. They've now actually released the agenda. Prices have gone up. So one of the things that we want to talk about doing, or that we're going to be putting together, is having a experience here in the office to coincide with family reunion. The thought here is to have a event on the 16th, 17th, and 18th. We're going to be so for those of us our fabulous vendors who are on board with us, if you guys would like to help out and sponsor some of these, that would be fantastic. Reach out to myself, Lindsay, or Sky. But the thought is on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to have, some food, alcohol, and CE is what typically gets agents into anything. So following the main session, we're going to have a mastermind, and we're going to talk about what we learned, and we're going to talk about how we can implement these certain things into our businesses. So, and then of course, when you break out, you can go and use your ticket to do individual sessions. So we're going to use the training room. Everyone has to wear a mask. Jeff, you're going to have to wear a hazmat suit, but everyone else has to wear a mask. And
I love all the attention today. I love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely. Bring it on.
Well, I just haven't seen you in a while.
You'll be seeing a lot of me now.
Uh-oh. Don't threaten me with a good time, Jeff.
Look out.
Uh-oh. All right. But anyways, guys, if you haven't gotten your family reunion ticket, you should. It's, I don't know I think the price went up. It started at $80. It went to $117. Now it's $129. So go get your family reunion ticket. There's going to be so much content that you're going to get like 45 days of content. And that's if you absorb the content once a day. So there's a lot of value that's coming out of that. Go get signed up, because I think Christina's on here. Christina, aren't they going to do another increase in price? Do you know?
I believe that was the last increase.
That's the last one?
Yeah.
All right, well, go do it anyways. I was going to do the fear of missing out, get it before it goes up to 170. But still, 129, it's a bargain. Make sure you get out there and.
I mean, the breakouts and the connections and the referral opportunities that you create by being there are tremendous. I mean, I don't know if Michael's on here or not, but I know that it's something that he is already looking forward to, because the breakouts and the connections to the different people, you end up making really good opportunities for referrals, and everybody needs an Irvine referral, an Orange County referral partner. So not being there, you're at risk of somebody else getting all of that, as well as not having the data.
And just to add,
Absolutely.
a big thing is Michael was interested in family reunion before he was even a kid. There he is. Before
Why
he
are
was
you guys
an
talking about
AW agent.
Were your ears ringing? Is that it?
No, Sky ratted you out.
Oh, well, it was Dan who was talking about you.
Snitches get stitches. That's what I say.
So Michael, since you're here and you're honoring us with your presence, why is family reunion important to go to?
Oh man, I could go on forever.
Well, don't, but give us
Sorry.
like the cliff notes.
Okay, but I feel weird holding this up.
Guy, could you give him a real mask?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
please.
I'll be back. I have my own mask.
Okay.
He's gonna pop on.
Yeah. I'll be back.
So more about family reunion, Dan, while he comes back.
Yeah, if you're not taking 42 listings a year, and Michael shares with you the value, then my anticipation is that you're going to sign up today. And we know who's taking 42 listings and who's not. So if he's doing it and you're not, why wouldn't you sign up? I guess that's the big question that I have.
Yeah. Yeah. If someone who's doing that kind of listing volume, and guys, that's only his listings. He has a lot more buyers. If he gets value from it, chances are that you'll get value for it. I'll get value from it. Benny, you'll get value from it.
What's funny is he has buyers too, because he has listings. Kind of funny how that
Yeah,
works.
that's the key.
I
Right,
feel
there he
like,
is.
look, it's like twins.
What's up, doctor?
It's uncanny.
All right, so when Dan recruited me from Coldwell Banker, he invited me to family reunion, which was amazing, because you have the opportunity to network with top producers in the country. And the idea is that you don't have to recreate the wheel. I mean, these are top producers from the country that are on the panel. So when you go to family reunion or even mega camp, the idea is that you should sit down and go to all the breakout sessions, because every breakout session has probably, what Dan, Christina, they have probably 6 or 7 on each panel, right? And these are top producers that are doing minimum 90 to 100 transactions a year. Some of them are doing close to 2,000 transactions per year. So the group in Houston, right? So in our business in Irvine, just doing 80 to 90 transactions a year, I mean, that's almost what $100 million business, right? $100 million business is close to a $2 million GCI. So that's huge. And so if you can learn from these agents by just adopting their systems, because they've already created the wheel for you. You don't have to recreate the wheel. So this is an opportunity to sit down in the breakout sessions with these top producers. And you wouldn't normally get an opportunity to do that, right? So family reunion provides that platform in one convenient place. So you're learning from the best, in my opinion, the best of the best. The second thing would be is that physically, I know that we can't do this year, but physically reach out with Brett or Dan or Christina. Their network is huge within inside the Keller Williams organization. So they can introduce you to you know, producers with inside your kind of your production level. So we did 60 million in volume last year. So I'm going to be reaching out to other agents that are doing kind of between 80 to 100 million because I want to grow to their level, right? But about 2 years ago, we were doing, I think it was about 40 million, something like that. So I sat down with agents that were doing kind of 60 to 80 million, right? And so I learned from the next step up. And so this is the opportunity to do that. I think virtually it may be a different experience, but it's actually even better because when you're physically at the venue, you're literally 1,000 people packed into a room and you can't hear shit because you're back, you know, 40 rows back. But here's an opportunity where you don't have to run from venue to venue. I mean, literally you go from one meeting to another and you don't have to sit next to somebody that's got bad breath and smells. So I'm serious. I mean, you guys know, you guys have been visiting.
Hey man, we sat next to each other. That's not nice.
Yeah, I wasn't the one with the bad breath, nor did I smell. So I'm just saying. But the idea is that I think this is virtually, this is going to be an amazing event to learn from the best. And you'll also see what I saw when Dan recruited me was just the amazing things that Keller Williams is coming out with. And you know, just command. I mean, you get so hyped up about command, and we're actually switching from brevity to command now, because I think command has gotten to the point where it's useful for us, where we're paying for brevity and we're not using brevity to its fullest extent because we don't need it at this point. So I think command will just grow with command at this point, and the best of it is free because I'm a cheap mofo. So I like free. So
You like value.
No, I like free. So the idea is that if you don't go, your business will suffer. I guarantee it. Is that good? Do I get a gold star?
Yes, you do.
I couldn't have done it better myself.
I gotta go pee. Bye.
That was the best. That was the best ad lib family reunion pitch. So one thing I took away is if you don't go, your business will suffer. Number one. Number two is, you know, he does a lot of transactions. So he's going, he's excited about it, to do the volume. Yes, it's not in person, but you have to look at the fact that because it's not in person, you are going to be able to spend more time on there from there. Hold on, Michael's at my door.
Oh, I'm going from office to office.
He's on tour.
I'm on tour. Isn't that great? The other thing, which is going to be advantage is, look, when you guys go to these breakout sessions, there's going to be literally, I don't know, 1,000 breakout sessions, right? And so the opportunity is you don't have to leave with all 1,000 nuggets. Just leave with one. So I remember when I went, I got 30 something ideas on what to do, but I only focused in on one, right? So only get good at 2 or 3 of them. And all the top producers will tell you that. They'll just say that, hey, we're going to give you, 10, each of us have 10 best practices. So you got 6 people up there. There's going to be 60 ways to do something. Just get good at 1 or 2. Don't be overwhelmed by everything. Just feel comfortable and just do 1 or 2 and you'll be just fine. All right, got to go. Thanks.
He's literally going from office to office. I don't know. He's going to come to your office next, Lindsay. So anyway,
passion, though, do you see his passion behind it? He's not blowing smoke. And honestly, even when I was working on recruiting him, he insisted on paying his own way, which is funny because we had offered it to him to at least pay for his tickets to the event, right? And he was like, no, because he was a top producer, right? He's like, I'm going to go and I'm going to get my own experience out of it. This is an opportunity for you to get your own experience out of it and not even pay a fraction of the cost. Right.
What he said was so true. It's like when you're at the venue, you have to run between events and it's exhausting and overwhelming. And this is a much more intimate venue. And you got chat boxes where you get to ask questions. I mean, we never had time to do those type of things when we were live because there was just too many people. So, I mean, your intimate level, if you engage properly, then it really can give you more than you've ever been able to get at a live event.
Yeah. Anyone else want to say something about family reunion? I want to pick back up and go through the house cleaning items. So if you take anything away from that, sign up for family reunion. One. Number two, we're going to do some cool things here as far as a mastermind with food, alcohol, no continuing education, but you get the education, and we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about implementing systems into your business so that you can grow your business. So here's kind of a reverse psychology. If you don't want to grow your business, don't go. If you want to grow your business, go. Okay, that's my NLP moment. I'm going to share my screen again, guys. All right, let's go to Tech Tuesday. Sky. Hope she didn't jump on the phone or anything. Okay. Let's go. We'll come back to Tech Tuesday. Let's talk about Ignite. Okay. Ignite, this upcoming Wednesday, we're going to be talking about buyer leads. Dan's going to be running point on that, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. You know, we're not getting a whole lot of engagement except from maybe the newer agents. There's a lot of stuff in here from the Ignite program that is fundamental. And it's going to lead into everything about growth. I got a comment. I get these comments every now and then. An agent that I'm talking to that has been with Keller Williams in the past and perhaps want to come back. And, you know, Keller Williams Irvine is uniquely different than even other Keller Williams. But they said to me that they've been through Bold and they've been through Ignite. And so my question is, that's fantastic that you went, but what have you implemented? You know, and then you get that long kind of uncomfortable pause. You know, you see the wheels kind of moving. Here's the thing is that if you only go to training in class and you don't implement anything, then it's not going to have an effect on your business. Thinking about something, about thinking about it isn't going to do anything. So these are things that Dan and we invest our time into really coming up and showing up for you guys to really benefit you on really growing your business. But the only way it's going to happen is if you show up and implement. It's not a this or that. If you show up and implement, it'll work. If you show up and not implement, it won't work. If you implement without showing up, well, that's just what we call those agents who just kind of wing it. They don't have any structure. So I encourage you guys, come Wednesday, we're there. It's on Zoom, just like what we talked about with Family Reunion. It's very intimate, very personal. I am going to be looking at going into the hybrid again. Would love to have people in person. You know, we'll be wearing our masks, kind of like the way that we were doing it pre-COVID. But we'll do that. Sky back. Hey, Sky, are you back yet?
Almost.
Oh, she's on the phone. Sorry. We're going to come back to Tech Tuesday. Oh, you ready for Tech Tuesday? No, she's talking to somebody. All right, let's go into happy birthdays. February, happy birthdays. Netta, TJ, Chun Lu, Young-hee Lee, Ting Wang, Fred Nielsen. Dan's birthday, February 10th. You can send all his gifts and gift cards to the office. Attention to me. Tracy Zhang, Natasha, Megan, Fred, Kareem Waba. Is he here? No, I don't think Kareem's here. Stephen Jong. We have a lot of birthdays. Gosh, what happened 9 months ago? Typically. Tanya Mack, Jenny's birthday. My birthday's on the 27th, followed by Sky's on the 28th. I had no idea. Like one day apart. So me, Sky, and Dan. So there has to be a party for family reunion because we need to make sure that we combine that with, you know, how many is this? 3, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17. You know, we almost have a birthday for every working day of this month. Send all birthday cards and gift cards to the office. Attention, Brett Matsura. Let's move along.
Tell islands be prepared.
Tell islands to be prepared. You know, so going back to the family reunion idea, in fact, I think going back to the family reunion idea. So the idea is, you know, Taco Tuesday, maybe Wednesday burgers. I don't know. We got to figure out something that rhymes with that. Thirsty Thursday. So after the main event, but go get your ticket. So, cause it's the breakout sessions. We're going to be doing this for the main sessions. But the breakout sessions is where you get the core unique stuff, you know, pick and choose what it is that you want. Sky, you ready?
Yes. Sorry.
Hold on. I got to go to the file. Tech Tuesday.
All right. So today we are going to be talking about customizing tags and your contacts and everything like that. We're going to add tags to your opportunities so that you can make it more specified and organized to your liking. I'll put the information for the Zoom call into the chat here, and our tech call will be right after this one. So just keep that in mind as well.
Yeah. So who here knows how to put tags and organize your command database? Because if you're not raising your hand, might be a good thing to get on that call and let Sky walk you guys through on how to do that. The call I was on right before this, it was talking to an agent who might be joining the company, and kind of going in tune with, you know, I've been to, in fact, I think it was the same person that I talked to. You know, we got technology. We have technology. We have a database. We have this. We have that. It's like, okay, but how are you using it? It's not the technology. Yes, everybody has technology. We can get free Lion Desk off the MLS. There is no platform to this degree that you have access to, but it's only going to work if you implement it. And there's a learning curve to it, not a steep learning curve. I mean, if you know how to turn on your computer and access your Gmail, you are qualified to actually learn how to use command. Now, if you have Yahoo or MSN or Hotmail, I don't know. We might have to put together another class. But if you know how to access your online mail, then you know we can get command up and running, and it will bear fruit for you because nobody else is really doing it. Look what the competition is doing and do what they're not. And there's a lot of them who aren't using the technology and such. Number one, they don't have access to it. Number two, if they did, if they went third party, it'd cost a lot of money. But number three, everyone has access to it. So kind of utilize that. So if you had the birthday, so get on Sky's call after this. Sales, since last week, we got Lucy Liu, Fred Said, Theo Vasquez, Hannah Park, Joey Finro. Congratulations on your closing in this last week. I'm going to skip over Zillow because to me, they don't really matter. Let's talk about our just listed, and then we're going to dive into market stats. So we got three. Looks like Michael, he listed this 152 Akamar, 837, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. That looks a lot like Great Park. Can anyone validate that for me? Yeah, Mary shakes her head. Yeah. Okay, so that looks like it's in Great Park. They have so many roads. You know, you have these other master developments, you typically know the roads, but I mean, Great Park is great in size. So it has a lot of roads. Fred Stepanian over there on Tustin Field, 271 Tustin Field Drive, 698.8, 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. And then we have Elizabeth Coe. I think this is probably Laguna Woods, 254 Calais, Oregon, Unit Q. Calais, Oregon. That sounds like something from, what was that movie, Sky, that you guys made fun of me? Winter's Coming.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. That sounds like an address out of the Game of Thrones. Calais, Oregon. All right. But anyways, if anyone has units, because you guys are aligned with us, that gives you a direct in to have that inside track on the dozen of offers that will likely be generated. So with that, let's talk about the market. I'm going to go over to InfoSparks. So it is February 2nd. So this is all of January. Now, if you're familiar with InfoSparks, And if you're not, you should be, because this is probably one of, aside from searching properties on the CRMLS, this is probably one of the coolest tools that you should be using probably on a daily basis. Maybe not on a daily basis, but at least fairly often. This is going to allow you to be the market expert. And the only way you can be the market expert is knowing what's going on in the market. So I've went ahead and I've already pre-configured this to cover all of Orange County and then to break it down into Irvine. Anyone else want to look at a city as I go through this? What other cities should we add to this? Is Orange County and Irvine okay? No? Yeah? Okay, we're going to stick with these two because they're all going to be pretty good. Irvine, because this is where we're at. This is, this is our hood in Orange County, just so we can have comparison. So let's look at new listings. So I have these. The red is the entire, that's the entire MLS. I want to change that into city, and let's go into Irvine. Oops. All right, there we go. So the blue is Orange County, red is Irvine. So as far as new listings that have come onto the market, brand new, the number of listings that increased in Irvine, so 3.1%, but we're down in Orange County, 3.3%. So here's the thing. I want to go through these numbers, but then I want to kind of turn this into a town hall to see how we can start utilizing this to our advantage to be that market expert. Active listings. Orange County is down 19.5%. Irvine by itself is down 14.4%. We look at pending sales. Orange County is down 42.7%, 33.8%. Now, in my opinion, the pending home sales is probably one of the most important numbers you need to look at, especially from kind of a brokerage production standpoint. Can anybody give me a reason why you guys think I think that? Anyone want to chime in? Don't be shy.
Because it's what's happening in the market right now.
It is thank you, Nancy. It is the pulse of what's going on right now. This gives us a direct correlation of what's going to happen 45 to 60 days down the road, right? So if we want to look and see, we're in February. So this is January numbers. So 30 days would be, March into the March range, the 30, 45 days. So we know that an active home doesn't go directly to sold. We know that it has to go into a pending home sale before it goes to close. And we also know that that timeline in that pending home sale, look, the cash deals, yeah, those can go in like 2 weeks. But traditionally, even though, and I think Benny will disagree with me, you're looking at probably a 40, 45 day closing period. So if we know that, and we're down, there are 1,200 units in Orange County and 147 units in Irvine, down 43%, down 34% in January, then chances are it's mathematically sound to say that come 45 days down the road, we're also going to see a decrease in closed sales. Does anyone object with that math?
I do.
Well, that's okay. You have to be able to get through math first before you can object to it.
I knew that was coming.
What do you object to it? What's your objection?
I feel those numbers are skewed because there's so many properties now that are not even hitting the MLS and selling before they even get to the MLS. Okay. All the coming soons that everyone is actually advertising the coming soons. So I'd say
here comes the official disclosure. The numbers that we talk about are going to be directly related to the accuracy of the MLS. And according to the National Association of Realtors buyers profile of buyers and sellers, like 93% of all properties sell through the MLS. So there is going to be a 7% probably variance, but still the homes that sold through the MLS, right, that went active on the MLS, that went pending in the MLS, there are not going to see we're not going to see 1,400 homes that are going to close 45 days down the road if 45 days ago, 1,237 went pending. Now, closed sales were increased 22% in Orange County. So this is for January, 22% and 13%. Right? So why is that? if we're looking at pending home sales down, closed sales up, why is that? How can we have a double-digit positive number and pending home sales for the same month are going to be a double-digit negative number? Anyone want to venture a guess? There's like important stuff, guys.
Selling.
Because they're selling. And it goes to the correlation to the 30 to 45 days down the road, right? Let's look at pending home sales. So we got the closed sales here for January, pending home sales right here. Now you don't see the plus and minus when you start going back through the history, but you can see the number of pending home sales have drastically been dropping as you go back in months. And we're seeing, even though that we're having a double-digit increase. So guys, around the 15th of the month, so the information in InfoSparks is dynamic. So it's going to change daily. And does anyone here know if real estate agents report to the MLS by the end of the month on all their transactions by the end of the month? The answer is no. A lot of them, but typically what we find is that the deeper we go into, I find that once you hit about that mid-month, the 15th, usually around the 7th to the 10th, it's pretty solid. You don't see much changes between then and the mid-month, but then you're going to start seeing it's starting to plateau. So we're going to see some changes on here, but you can see that there's a downward trend when it comes to closed sales. Sales price. Check this out. Sales price increased. The median sales price increased 6.2% across Orange County and 11% in Irvine. Median sales price in Irvine for January, $905,000. $905,000. $785 in Orange County. Now that's kind of a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because, we're commission based and, our compensation is directly related to a higher sales price. But it's also a curse because the reason why this thing is like going up, like SpaceX, like Falcon 9, is that the inventory is down. Now let's look at the average. The average, not so much when you collectively, but the average sales price is $1 million in Orange County, it's still up 2 points. Irvine, the average went up 5.5%. So here's a question to all of you. How does this help you guys when you guys are talking to your sellers? What does this tell you guys? Who wants to chime in? Where's Dale Chima? Is Dale Chima on here with us? Oh, no, we lost him. He's lost him to the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, there he is.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Dale,
I just
what do you
lost you
think?
for a second.
What do you think? What do you think about the prices in Irvine and Orange County?
Well,
how do we teach our agents to utilize this when they're talking to our sellers?
Well, everything is supply and demand, and right now there's no supply.
Yeah,
but this is a temporary situation. I don't believe. Maybe we got 6 months left of it, and you need to prepare your clients accordingly. But I honestly believe that even though the prices are high, I think they're going to go higher. And I do not believe there's going to be a crash. So I've got buyers that tell me, no, I'm going to wait till prices come down. I don't believe we'll ever see these prices again. I think the prices will go up and then they may flatten, but I'm not sure that they'll ever reach these prices, this level again.
So buy now.
Yes, exactly. And then take advantage of the interest rates while you can.
Yeah. Hey, Benny,
and
speaking of interest rates, where are we at?
That's what we're seeing. I'm sorry?
Queuing over to Benny, see what the interest rates are at.
Interest rates are in the twos.
Can't hear you, Benny.
Can't hear me?
No, I don't think, I think your mic's, I think you're probably on your computer mic, not on your AirPods. So guys, anyone who wants to chime in to the town hall, turn on your video. So I know that you guys are willing to have a conversation.
Hi, it's Faith. It's Faith at Own Mortgage. I can help you with rates. Right now, I'm sorry, I don't have my camera on right now.
Oh, gotcha.
but the 30-year fix right now for a purchase is 2.625 to 2.75. Anything up to a purchase price of 548,000, or I should say a loan amount of 548,000. If you go above that in loan amount, rates right now high twos, so 2.875, 2.99. If you're doing a government loan, low to mid twos.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So Benny, coming back to you, looking at these numbers that we're talking about, you know, because I called you out on that 40 to 45 day closing period. What are your thoughts on that?
Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
Hear you. Listen, right now it's very difficult as a buyer. And the only way that we're positioning our buyers to win is to move really fast. So we're doing 14 to 3 week closes. So it
14 to 3 week closes.
Yes.
What percentage are you hitting those 3 weeks on?
Pretty much all of them, unless there's a delay that I have no control over. But we're
like
getting
appraisal?
We do. The only way to do that is full underwritten approval before they start looking for a house. We've already been through underwriting. It's the only way you can compete with these other buyers. It's like going in with all cash, and we're going in with no loan contingency. So that's how these buyers are able to compete. And it doesn't matter if it's 3.5% down or 50% down, we can go in with no loan contingency in most cases. It's the only way to win.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Difficult.
Well, rates are low. We have, so guys, going back into sharing the screen. Hey, Nancy, gonna chime in on you. What do you think these numbers are? So you do your fair share and then some listings. When you start looking at these numbers, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. So when you start looking at these numbers, minus 19% inactive listings, minus 42% in active or pendings. Sales are double digit up, but still has a downward trend. What does that tell you? What do you think?
Wow. It tells me that you better be prospecting and looking for more listings.
Boom! You said exactly what I thought, what I wanted you to say.
Yeah. Tough times. I see some rough months ahead. So.
Yeah, look, we have, guys, we have demand, but that demand is to buy houses. And if there's no houses to buy, I mean, you could try and sell them a car or something, you know, maybe an RV, but, you know, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dale? You agree?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to get listings. I don't even think Dale works with buyers anymore.
We have Duke for that.
Like I said, I don't think that Dale works with buyers anymore.
I don't. No, I don't.
Nancy doesn't even like working with buyers. Nancy only works with buyers if they come on one of her listings.
Yeah.
You know,
I had one couple I worked with and I showed him about, I don't know, 4 maybe, and I counted as going to preview because it's just not going to happen. And it ends up being, I'm sad to say, a waste of time.
Yeah. Well, you know,
even being pre-approved and all that. Yep.
Yeah. I think most people agree, and raise your hand if you agree, that buyers take 3 times the amount of time as sellers.
Yep.
Okay. So I think most people agree with that number. I actually think it's probably a little bit more, but when we agree that there's 3 times the amount of time that goes into a buyer than on a listing, and you have to go and show and write offers on 10 different properties. So now it's a 10 multiple. So now it's 30 times the amount of time that you have to put into that one buyer that if you could just get that one listing. 30 times. So the time and effort that goes into, look, you got to be competitive. The listing space is competitive. I would probably, I don't think there's an official number. Nancy and Dale and Dan and everyone else, you know, let me know if you guys disagree with this, but I would say that only about 10% of the agents really focus on taking listings. You know, just like that's their main game plan. That's their primary play. So, you know, the amount of, you've got to up your skills, you got to up your value proposition. And as we were talking about all of the things that we do when we talk about family reunion and we talk about these tools and command and all this stuff, these are all there to help you grow your business, but unless you're actually laser focused, unless you're very clear on the direction that you want to go, you're going to get there. Right? If you don't know where you're going, you're going to get there. You need a map. So that's what we're here for. That's where we're providing all that effort. Go ahead, Nancy.
There's something I was thinking, and somebody had alluded to it before about the ones that are actually selling off market. They don't even have to be a pocket listing. Sellers are basically doing a FSBO. Somebody finds out that they're selling and those sell too. The other issue that we're getting to when you're talking about agents, and what I'm seeing is, and I'm sure everyone is seeing this, agents you've never even heard of, and they take a little piece, like a little piece of that pie, and they're going in and cutting their commissions. And so we get beat out that way.
Yeah. Like this guy that I got on my doorstep, 1%.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 1% listing. And then on the back, you got 1% for buyers. Like, where you lack in value, you have to lower your price. That's how it is.
Yep.
Right. I was talking to an agent, literally probably the same one. I get this a lot, that, you know, that they feel that it's necessary to compete on price, that they feel that the only way they can take a listing is by being the cheapest in the market. The truth of the matter is there's always going to be someone cheaper. You know, if you're on a race to zero, you're always going to be, there's always going to be that extra somebody. Sooner or later, you're going to be in the negative interest rates on listings, right? I'm going to pay you $500 to list your home with the hope that they're going to get a buyer that they're going to do for 1%. It's, you know, once you dip into that, once you go over that edge, there's no coming back from there, right? Everyone needs to focus on increasing your value. You increase your value by showcasing your experience, showcasing your market knowledge. You know, your alignment with Keller Williams Irvine in Irvine and the surrounding areas does you a great service when you're going on a listing appointment. The people who are with no-name brands that are with XYZ Realty or, you know, 1% commission sold, I mean, they're not going to be able to, they're not going to be able to compete. So I want to tie in Mary Guak. We haven't heard from you. What do you got going on with the market? What do you got to say? You're not sitting.
Hi everyone.
You're not sitting on the floor today.
I am sitting on the floor.
Oh,
you can't really tell because I'm so short, but yeah.
Valid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Market is sizzling hot, everyone. I think a big shift that we're really seeing right now is, I don't know if it's the investors that are beating out the buyers, but we're getting a lot of openings with short escrows. So this is the time again that I encourage my listing agents, get everything ready that you can beforehand. I know with some of my clients that I work with, it's just kind of a system that we have set up, but we have the prelims all done. We've got everything done before you even launch on the MLS, because things are moving so quickly. I think we were talking about that yesterday at my office as an operation. We've just been getting a lot of transactions or under 2-week escrows, kind of going to what Benny's point was, you know, some of these closings, buyers being able to close in a couple of weeks, and that's going to set you apart for the sellers. So that's what people are coming in with.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
All right. So guys, we're going to go ahead and close a little bit early. Does anybody have anything? Christina, local maps coach, you want to say anything?
No, not really. I think family reunion, great job on that. And then I would just say with the buyers, yeah, I agree that it's harder right now to work with buyers. However, read your shift book, right? Because they're creating urgency. If you have somebody who's ready, willing, and able, and the word able is what changes all the time right now.
Yeah.
Because maybe they were able to go 20,000 over list price, 4 weeks ago, and now those same things are happening 70,000. They're no longer able. So they're not the real current buyer. So just be mindful to really vet your buyers, get them fully pre-approved. We put a listing on Friday. We had 17 offers by Sunday night. And again, it's 17 families that are desperately wanting to buy, and they can, and yet somebody, 16 of them are going to be heartbroken. So it's an emotional time for buyers too. So be the professional and really help them if you can, and that's what you're working with. But of course, listings are where they're at if you can do that.
Yep. Thank you, Christina. And I liked what you said. Ready, willing, able. Keyword, able.
Yeah.
You're not, if you got someone who's fully qualified that's going to come in at full price offer, chances are they're not going to get it.
Yeah.
And let's just be honest.
Yeah. When I'm working with the teams across the nation, like that's the new conversation for everybody, because what able meant in December of 2020 does not mean what February in 2021 able means.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys. So I just want to do a quick recap. Family reunion. Please get out there, sign up. The office doesn't get anything out of this. We really want you guys to go and experience family reunion for you. I don't want you to go if you're not going to dive in and you're not going to take advantage of it. I don't think it's an expense, but there is value in getting a ticket if you're going to attend those sessions. And I think that you're going to have access to it for like the 45 days thereafter. Don't quote me on that, but I know that there is a time frame that it's going to be fully open. So you're going to be able to hit all that content if you want. And check out the agenda. Number two, we're going to be putting together kind of an experience for those of you that do attend. We are going to be putting that experience open here in the office, so that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to do those mastermind sessions. We're going to, do some food, some booze, some alcohol, some casual stuff. Yeah, for that. And we'll get out more details on that. I think Lawrence wants to say something. Lawrence, you got to turn your video on if you want to talk, though. New rule.
There you go. Video's on. Does that work?
Look how styling. You look like Fonzie.
I was thinking about this when everybody was talking about looking for, where is the listing coming from right now and how can I get it? And everyone's worried about if I'm selling my house, where am I moving? That's the biggest concern. So one thing I've been telling my agents, how do I defeat that and overcome that? It's, well, who doesn't have to find their next house before they sell? Well, it's absentee owners. So how can I target the most likely absentee owner to sell? Well, pull your farm, pull the area that you're marketing to, and look for those owners who don't live in the same county as that farm area. And if you want to go in even more, look at the people who don't live in the same state. So those are your really hyper-targeted people who don't have to sell that property in order to, purchase their next home. And those are hotter targets because they might have some equity built up and they also don't see their property on a regular basis.
Yeah, thanks for that. What neighborhood are you in?
Portola Springs.
You're in Portola.
Mm-hmm.
What are you slumming over there for, huh? Just kidding, guys. Portola's a great area. All right. Thanks, Lawrence. Hey, does anybody want to say anything before we shut this party down? All right. Number one, family reunion. Number two, we're going to do some cool events, food, alcohol, no CE, but you have the education. I mean, that's the trifecta of what real estate agents need to engage. We'll get you out the details. Sky's going to do some awesome decorating. Right after this, you got the tech class with Sky. So if you need any of that, Dale, do you want to say anything, Mr. Broker of Record?
No, I will be there for all the family reunion sessions, and I invite everybody to come. I think you're going to get a lot from it.
Guys, if all the veteran agents who are coming out doing business are going to come and they see value in this, everybody should see value in this. So get your ticket. We'll get you out the details. And that's all I got. Okay. So
thank you.
Another successful team meeting, and we will catch you guys next week.
Great meeting, Brett. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.